Have you ever watched two famous co-stars share a red carpet, only to wonder if they're secretly at each other's throats behind the scenes? That's exactly what's fueling the rumor mill around Lively and Anna Kendrick. The sequel to their acclaimed film A Simple Favor has stirred up a whirlwind of alleged feuds, legal entanglements, and marketing mishaps, all culminating in a wave of speculation about whether Lake and Anna can stand each other at all. How did a simple movie follow-up turn into a magnet for drama? Let's dive in, because things aren't quite what they seem. A few years ago, A Simple Favor hit theaters and immediately sparked conversations. It was mysterious, stylish, and featured a pairing that many viewers hadn't expected, like Lively and Anna Kendrick. Anna brought her trademark wit and earnest charm. Lake embodied elegance and a sly, unpredictable energy. Together, they created on-screen chemistry that translated into box office success, cementing the film's place as a surprise hit of the year. When talk of a sequel first began, fans lit up with excitement. The original film left audiences guessing, so the idea of seeing these characters again was intriguing. Both Lake and Anna were announced to be returning, as well as the same director, which seemed like a recipe for another success. But behind the scenes, industry whispers hinted that everything wasn't so picture-perfect. You see, as soon as the second movie was confirmed, the internet was flooded with rumors of tension between the co-stars. No one knew if it was legitimate friction or just the usual gossip that surrounds any high-profile sequel. People began dissecting old interviews, scanning red carpet pictures, and even analyzing the stars' interactions on social media. The big question remained, were Lake and Anna truly at odds, or was the press just looking for an easy headline? Meanwhile, Lake Lively's name was popping up in the news for entirely different reasons. She had become embroiled in a legal battle with Justin Valoni, overshadowing every project she was attached to. The sequel, which fans had been so hungry for, suddenly seemed like an afterthought amid Lake's ongoing courtroom drama. Observers started to wonder if she would even promote the movie, or if the entire project might be quietly shelved. But nothing stokes public curiosity like a potential feud. As the sequel inched closer to completion, fans dug up more clues, alleged snubs, and cryptic remarks. By the time the first teaser images for A Simple Favor 2 appeared, it felt like the perfect storm for a new wave of controversies. Little did anyone know, the biggest uproar would revolve around something as seemingly small as two names positioned on a movie poster. That poster went viral almost immediately. Unlike most sequel reveals, where fans focus on storyline hints or a dazzling costume reveal, viewers honed in on name placement. The saga of who was on top took on a life of its own, hinting at struggles over star power and perceived status. Suddenly, the once-beloved team-up of Lake Lively and Anna Kendrick wasn't just about forging another cinematic success. Now it was a tug-of-war, complicated by rumors of personal grudges, legal entanglements, and the hidden mechanics of Hollywood billing. Yet the question remains, what's really driving this frenzy? Is it possible that Lake is deliberately stirring the pot to overshadow controversies in her personal life? Or is this just standard industry negotiation that fans have misread? As we'll see, things only get more complicated. The next chapter of this drama reveals how Lake's legal troubles collided with her promotional duties, throwing gasoline on an already sizzling fire. Not long after A Simple Favor 2 went into development, headlines about Lake Lively's legal dispute with Justin Valoni started flooding social media. The specifics of that court battle were messy enough to distract from any other project she was involved in. Fans of the original film were left scratching their heads. Would Lake even be allowed, or willing, to do press interviews for the sequel? In the movie business, timing is everything. When an actor's name is tangled in a lawsuit, they often become persona non grata for major promotional events. Studios don't want a cloud hanging over their marketing campaign. But producers also bank on star power to drive box office numbers or streaming views. Cutting a top-billed star out of publicity can weaken a film's hype, leading to speculation that the sequel might be overshadowed, right when it needed hype the most. That's where the rumors began to surge. People started claiming that Lake refused to support the film in any public capacity. Others insisted that the studio was the one giving her the cold shoulder, not wanting to risk negative attention. In some corners of the internet, theories spread that Lake's co-star Anna Kendrick wasn't thrilled about sharing the spotlight with someone mired in controversy. Even casual fans on social media questioned whether Anna would want her own name linked with Lake's headlines. What added fuel to the fire was Lake's history of weaving her personal ventures into her promotional appearances. She'd been called out before for using press junkets to push other products or side projects, raising eyebrows among critics. Now, with a lawsuit making waves, some people felt Lake might seize the chance to overshadow any official promotion with her own narrative. If that were the case, would the film's producers limit her involvement, or would they rely on Anna Kendrick to carry the publicity load? Insiders, of course, had a different perspective. According to a few unnamed sources, the rumors were overblown. They claimed Lake was fully committed to the sequel, she just needed to tread carefully while her legal team handled the baloney matter. The film studio wanted to protect the franchise's reputation, but they also recognized Lake's star power was an asset they couldn't afford to lose. Despite these assurances, the rumor mill persisted. It didn't help that Lake remained conspicuously silent on her official social media. She posted virtually nothing about the film's progress, which only intensified the speculation. And when she finally did break her silence with an Instagram post celebrating the new poster, it resulted in a backlash that no one could have predicted. Before we get into the chaos that followed, let's talk about how a simple name placement on that poster became so contentious. Because this wasn't just about Lake's legal issues anymore. This was about perceived ego, star hierarchies, and behind-the-scenes deal-making. One innocuous movie poster turned into a symbol of everything fans disliked: hidden rivalries, shady negotiations, and power plays. But as you'll see, the story didn't end there. In the next section, we'll unravel the rumors surrounding who demanded top billing, how Anna reportedly reacted, and what sources close to the production say really happened. Get ready, because the drama is just heating up. You might wonder, how significant can a poster be? In Hollywood, it can mean everything. Billing order, who appears first, and how names are stacked, directly reflects each star's contractual power and perceived market value. So when A Simple Favor 2 unveiled its official poster, keen-eyed fans immediately noticed that Blake Lively's name appeared in a slightly higher position than Anna Kendrick's. For viewers who already sense friction, this was practically a smoking gun. According to reports from the Daily Mail, an insider claimed that Anna assumed she would retain top billing, just like in the first film. After all, Anna had previously secured leading lady status, thanks to her acclaimed performances and notable accolades. Lake, however, had apparently pushed her team to negotiate equal or higher billing this time around. The rumor sparked debates across the internet. Some fans thought Anna deserved the top spot because she'd been an awards show fixture, while Lake's supporters argued that Lake's larger social media presence gave her the edge in modern star power. The controversy escalated when people alleged that Anna flat-out refused to step aside. Instead, the two teams reportedly agreed on a staggered billing arrangement, Anna's name first on the left, Lake's name slightly higher on the right. In industry jargon, that's known as equal billing. However, fans who were already suspicious of Lake read this as a classic case of overshadowing. Even the slightest tilt in Lake's name was interpreted as a power move. On the other hand, TMZ sources came forward, calling the entire story nonsense. They pointed out that billing is often hammered out in contracts before filming even begins, so it wouldn't make sense for Lake and Anna to be in a last-minute standoff. They suggested the two actresses were still friends and had been laughing off any rumor of backstage feuds. The difference in name placement, these sources said, was purely a design choice, nothing more. Still, public perception can overshadow facts. Bloggers and entertainment channels spent days dissecting the poster. Some argued that if the billing drama was fabricated, producers would have immediately shut it down with a clear statement. Others insisted Lake was simply pulling rank because she's become a bigger household name since the first film was released. Cynics said the entire fiasco was a publicity stunt orchestrated by the studio. Controversy often sells tickets, after all. Amid the chaos, Lake posted the new poster on her Instagram, her first major post in a while. She used a cheery tone, but the comment section erupted with jabs about the name placement. Some fans joked that Anna Kendrick should be the sole face of the promotion, while others took potshots at Lake's ongoing legal dispute, snarking that her name might be on top of the poster, but her reputation was hitting new lows. When the dust settled, no one outside the production offices truly knew whether the billing scuffle was real or just rumor. But one thing was clear: fans were on high alert. Every new piece of information or snippet of gossip became a potential sign of tension. It certainly didn't help that even the film supporters were now divided into Team Anna versus Team Lake, a surefire recipe for endless Twitter battles and impassioned YouTube rants. Yet this was only part of the saga, because soon, people started digging into older press tours, unearthing awkward interviews and brand promotions that made Lake's critics question her motives. So if you thought the poster drama was overblown, wait until you hear about the gin debacle, the forced product placements, and how it all led some to believe Lake might have a pattern of overshadowing co-stars. Social media can be a double-edged sword for celebrities. It's a place where they can connect directly with fans, promote upcoming work, and share personal updates. But it's also a lightning rod for criticism, and Lake Lively experienced that reality in full force. The moment she posted the A Simple Favor 2 poster, her comment section exploded. Some fans couldn't resist poking fun at the minimal difference in name height on the poster, treating it like the final confirmation of Lake's alleged need for the spotlight. One sarcastic remark read, "Who let Lake take over the Canva account? Did she tilt her name upward by accident?" Another quipped, "Thoughts and prayers to Anna Kendrick," implying that Anna was being overshadowed or strong-armed. Others took aim at Lake's broader reputation, referencing the lawsuit with Justin Valoni and her tendency to promote personal brands during press tours. A few alluded to the hair care fiasco, where Lake reportedly tried to spotlight a new product line while discussing a very serious film she was working on. In the eyes of these critics, the gin promotion from the previous A Simple Favor press circuit was just another example in a long list of opportunistic marketing moves. But the negative commentary wasn't limited to diehard fans. Even casual observers, those who stumbled onto the post out of curiosity, chimed in with confusion. They wondered why Lake seemed to be a magnet for drama lately. One user wrote, "I used to like Lake, but nowadays she's always in the middle of some scandal, legal or otherwise. I just want to enjoy the movie without all the extra baggage." Meanwhile, defenders rallied around the star. They argued that Lake had every right to promote her family's business ventures and that the name placement controversy was trivial. They accused the critics of overreacting, reminding everyone that Lake is just one half of the film's leading duo, and it's natural for her name to stand beside Anna's. Others pointed out that Anna had publicly praised Lake in past interviews, indicating no real tension existed. Still, the online discourse remained heated, with hundreds of comments flooding in. Trolls, legitimate fans, and curious onlookers all contributed to the cacophony. The drama overshadowed any real discussion about the film itself, like the plot, characters, or directorial vision. Instead, the entire conversation revolved around a pair of actress names placed side by side on a promotional poster. Interestingly, Anna Kendrick maintained a relative silence about the fiasco. Aside from a quick mention of her excitement for the sequel, she didn't comment on the billing rumors or the swirl of negativity aimed at her co-star. This silence left fans to interpret her stance in 1,000 different ways. Some saw it as Anna taking the high road. Others viewed it as a subtle, passive-aggressive way of letting Lake handle the fallout alone. By the end of the week, the comment sections on social media were full of near-identical arguments. People speculated about Lake's mindset, Anna's possible frustration, and the studio's perspective. Headlines spotlighting "On-set feud explodes over poster" circulated widely, even as official channels insisted that everything was fine. That's when curious fans decided to look back. They wanted to see if Lake had a history of overshadowing her co-stars in press tours, or if there were any hints of conflict during the original movie's promotion. And what they found, from awkward on-camera moments to interviewers venting their frustrations, only made the conversation more intense. Let's explore those flashbacks in detail. Years ago, when Lively and Anna Kendrick were promoting the first A Simple Favor, viewers noticed what seemed like great camaraderie. They appeared side by side at events, shared jokes in interviews, and snapped playful photos for social media. But with the benefit of hindsight, some fans believe they detect subtle tension. Maybe it's just the internet's usual approach of overanalyzing every facial expression, but certain moments stand out. A particular interview that's been circulating features Lake offering a reporter some gin, a brand owned by her husband, mid-conversation. At first glance, it came across as friendly banter, especially since martinis do play a part in A Simple Favor. But critics felt it was a blatant product placement that hijacked the film's press tour. Instead of discussing her character or the movie's themes, Lake spent several minutes describing the gin's distillation process and praising the brand's accolades. To be fair, many celebrities cross-promote their ventures. But fans pointed out that Anna wasn't part of that interview segment at all. Some claim Anna looked uncomfortable in separate media appearances, possibly due to Lake's habit of drifting away from the film's narrative to advertise personal or family-related products. At the time, these moments flew under the radar. But now, with controversies swirling, people are scrutinizing them as evidence of Lake's self-serving tendencies. Another journalist came forward, describing how an interview turned into what felt like a promotional ambush. He'd expected to focus on the characters' relationship in A Simple Favor, the movie's suspenseful plot, and behind-the-scenes anecdotes. Instead, he ended up sampling gin on camera while Lake guided the conversation away from the film. In an industry where interview time is precious, this rubbed some the wrong way, especially if it left little room to discuss Anna Kendrick's role or the director's vision. Then there's the older interview snippet making rounds, where Lake casually mentions that she doesn't actually drink coffee or alcohol, but loves the story behind these beverages. Some fans find that snippet endearing, while others see it as more proof that she skillfully pivots publicity for personal gain. Was she harnessing her star power to push multiple narratives in one go? Or was it harmless chatter, blown out of proportion by online critics looking for any angle to paint Lake in a negative light? Complicating matters are rumors about a separate project Lake was tied to, which tackled a very serious subject. During that press cycle, she reportedly tried to plug a hair care line, leading to accusations that she trivialized the film's heavier themes. This pattern suggests that Lake sees any interview as a platform to discuss whatever benefits her brand or her family's businesses, regardless of context. While that's not entirely unusual in Hollywood, where cross-promotion is practically a tradition, it does appear to have left a bad taste in some folks' mouths. Anna Kendrick's reactions in these older clips remain mostly polite, offering supportive laughs or nods when Lake shifts the conversation. But fans, armed with fresh controversies, think they see the cracks forming in real time. Whether those cracks are real or imagined, they've shaped a narrative where Lake is the more dominant, self-focused figure, leaving Anna in the shadow. Could that dynamic be feeding into the rumors that Lake fought for higher billing on the A Simple Favor 2 poster? All this history sets the stage for one pressing question: how will the upcoming sequel fare, given the mounting skepticism around Lake's promotional tactics? In the next section, we'll look at what we know about the film's release strategy, the premiere at South by Southwest, and whether Lake plans to show up at all. Because, as many fans suspect, the real drama might unfold when the cameras roll for the red carpet. Despite the swirling controversies, A Simple Favor 2 remains on track for a release, with an official premiere set for South by Southwest. Fans of the original movie are eager to see what twists the sequel will bring, but they're also keenly interested in any real-life drama that might spill over into the promotional tour. Will Lake Lively and Anna Kendrick stand side by side on stage, glowing with mutual support? Or will they appear separately, fueling further speculation? Industry insiders suggest the film's team is determined to keep the focus on the story. Some have hinted that press opportunities will be structured in a way that minimizes potential uncomfortable questions about Lake's lawsuit with Justin Valoni or the rumored feud with Anna. Yet, in the age of social media, it's almost impossible to dodge public scrutiny. Even if official interviews stay on topic, fan questions on platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok are bound to mention the drama. Additionally, there's the question of whether Lake's legal obligations might restrict her promotional activities. If she's required to avoid public events to steer clear of any mention of the Baloney case, the film could be forced to rely more heavily on Anna Kendrick for red carpets and interviews. This could inadvertently feed the narrative that Lake is being sidelined because she's too controversial to handle the spotlight. Alternatively, if Lake attends every event as normal, critics will wonder whether she's ignoring the negative press or trying to overshadow Anna once again. Producers know that controversy can sometimes help a movie gain attention. If potential ticket buyers are curious about the rumored feud, they might tune in for the spectacle alone. But it can also backfire. If too many viewers decide they're turned off by Lake's reputation, or if they're loyal fans of Anna who dislike any slight against her, this negative buzz might hurt the sequel's performance. Complicating the matter is the rapid shift in how movies are released and promoted. With streaming services playing a massive role, a film's success doesn't hinge solely on box office receipts. If A Simple Favor 2 releases on a platform like Prime Video, as rumored, the PR team may strategize differently. Online marketing could overshadow traditional press tours, allowing the studio to craft carefully curated social media campaigns. In theory, that approach could sidestep the controversy swirling around Lake, unless the internet remains fixated on her name placement, brand promotions, and personal battles. Right now, fans are stuck in a wait-and-see approach. South by Southwest is around the corner, and the official release date is creeping closer. Will the on-screen chemistry between Lake and Anna recapture the magic of the first film, quelling any feud speculation? Or will every red carpet photo be dissected for the slightest hint of tension? The truth is, we won't know until the cameras flash and the interviews roll out. As the countdown continues, the stakes are high. This sequel has the potential to match or even surpass the success of the original if the behind-the-scenes drama doesn't overshadow it. Even if the rumors are overblown, the negativity can be tough to shake once it takes root in the public conversation. For now, all eyes are on Lake Lively, Anna Kendrick, and a movie poster that's become a symbol of a much bigger story. So here we are, on the brink of A Simple Favor 2's big debut, amid swirling chatter about lawsuits, name placement, brand promotions, and alleged feuds. Lake Lively sits at the heart of it all, balancing a controversial legal dispute and a shaky public image. Anna Kendrick is pulled into the narrative, cast as either a victim of overshadowing or an equal participant who's simply keeping her head down. The studio, the fans, and the media are all watching, waiting to see which version of events will ring true. Will Lake step into the spotlight to prove the doubters wrong, promoting the film with the same confidence that once made her a beloved star? Or will she remain cautious, avoiding the potential minefield of press interviews that inevitably veer into awkward territory? The next few weeks may either dispel the rumors or confirm everyone's worst suspicions about a deepening rift. Whichever direction it goes, one thing is certain: the public loves a mystery, and this sequel is serving up plenty of intrigue, both on-screen and off. At the end of the day, fans just want to enjoy a great film. They fell in love with the first A Simple Favor because it was fresh, slyly comedic, and filled with unexpected twists. The sequel might deliver even bigger surprises if viewers can look past the swirling gossip to focus on the story. But maybe the real lesson here is that Hollywood, like the film's plot, isn't always as simple as it appears. Name placement disputes, personal vendettas, and strategic self-promotion can all muddy the waters of what should be a straightforward release. What do you think? Are these rumors just fabricated buzz, or is there a genuine rivalry playing out behind closed doors? Could the added controversy actually boost viewership, or will it derail the sequel's potential success? In the coming days, we'll see whether Lively and Anna Kendrick can unite for the cameras, or whether this so-called feud will continue fueling endless speculation. One thing's for sure, the story doesn't end when the credits roll, and we'll all be paying close attention to what happens next.